My name is Disnomia and welcome back to UnderMine. Alright, let's just quickly buy the potion as well as both of these bombs. Decent amount of money just bankrolling all of our attempts to break the game recently. Doesn't seem like a person of refined taste. Yeah, okay, get. Right, the empty one here is because we already have one with us. Got it. I think it's between Spirit and Sylph as to the two that are the best at breaking the game. I kind of want to do Spirit at the moment, though. Done Sylph recently. To quite decent effect, I'll say so myself. Cleave, increase the swing attack size. Lovely. Now that we have Cleave unlocked, maybe we can actually do melee builds. I'll say that every single time I unlock something that could theoretically even help with it. And then, of course, never follow through. That's just the general plan here. And the final thing that I have to do is go in here and see if we have a new potion. Nothing. And now the actual final thing I have to do, excuse me. Baba, please stop talking to me. I must pet the dog. And the other dog as well. Are there 3 dogs? Because apparently there's an achievement for having rescued all of the dogs, and I do not yet have it. So I have to imagine we've got another furry friend to find. Secret room adjacencies? No. Well, at the very least we can cross that room off. Started with 3 toughness buffs. Decent amount of max HP. I mean, with 3 toughness buffs, maybe, like, Knight's Pendant would be really good. Knight's Pendant being the one that does increased swing damage while you're at high health. The higher health is, the more it'll donate in terms of damage. That said, that never really seems like an effective way of getting, like, a ridiculous amount of damage, and especially in the higher ascensions, a ridiculous amount of damage feels like the amount of damage that I need. Aegis of the Immortal. Oy, yikes. Well, this room is going to be extremely useful. Not a huge fan of the Aegis. It's just increased defense at low health. If I have any ability to reroll it, I'll come back and use that. So transmute bombs, transmute potion. I think it's just those 2. But it's entirely possible we happen to find one of them. A little less likely considering there's no shop on the first floor, and shops are how we get the majority of our items nowadays. What with all the money. Feeling like a secret room to the south right there. Pretty straightforward last floor. Sorry, first floor rather. Yep, no, immediately after this we're going to Nori. Just with 3 buffs to toughness and 1 to cleave. Oh, it's gonna be a great fight. Let's have a look. Single key, happy to have it. Definitely a secret room to the north in that room. I'll take another cleave. Deal less swing damage. We also need to increase our swing speed, but yeah, this could actually be reasonable. Hey, and we found the other secret room on the opposite side. Yes. Increases bomb size and adds a transmute to the room. I mean, adding a transmute to the room does get us to reroll the, the item. Increases gold income. Yeah, that's fine. I probably will use the transmute in the room to reroll that other item, but only after I play the slot machine in the other room. Really? Ow. So this one is bombs deal nearly no damage. That will actually make them incapable of doing things like blowing up a single sconce. So I definitely want to get rid of that. Some curse removal up here. Let's see what we can get done. Ah, neat. The useful one. Now, unfortunately, these two little blocks here are going to be annoying if we spawn a hoarding pilfer. Just going to make it slightly more annoying to get to, really. Doing all of that for a bomb and a talisman. Yeah. I'm happy for that. I just really don't like this item. Ooh, increases move, attack, and throw speed at the beginning of battle. Actually, quite a large fan of that one. And then I think I'll play out most of the rest of my health in this room, relying on something else to heal me later on. Ooh, woohoo, duplicate or golden room. I don't know, maybe we get something nutty going on in this run as well. Somehow I doubt it, but it is theoretically possible. It's just ever since the boss rooms now spawn a chest that just gives you the gold directly rather than dropping the gold on the ground, it's become significantly harder to break for money in this game. Slightly lamentable fact that. Right, of course, I can't just press spacebar. Gotta remember that I also remapped these keys. Hang on. What was the sound entering the room? Oh, sorry, that'd be the battle standard triggering, of course. I forgot that was there. Alright, we should actually be using it as well. Like, especially it with a lot of cleave and a lot of attack speed feels like I should just be able to walk into a room and then chop everyone in half instantaneously. You know that kind of scene in an action film where someone has a bladed weapon of some kind? They're standing ahead of their target and then suddenly they're standing behind their target and their target slips apart. For a second, they feel, wait, hang on. Ha ha ha, they must have missed me. And then suddenly a red trail starts spawning. That kind of thing. Final Destination, the films are also really, really famous for doing that a lot as well. Oh, you... Water! I don't even know how I got Little Light there. Don't let me die at the start of a new episode, please. It's just rude. It's not an excellent welcome back. Speaking of, hi, I'm back. I'm not gonna make too much of a fanfare of it. Glad to be back regardless though. Ah, bunch of curse room right there. Obviously we take the health first. God, I do like the idea of carrying around an absolution. I always like the idea of carrying around an absolution. Yeah. You pretty much always want to pick up curses over the course of a run. It's just whether or not you want to remove them is the real differentiating factor. Okay, there we go. Now, unfortunately, I can see that there's not a secret room to the south there. There's pretty much nothing we can do with you, Bobo. An eternal shame. I usually find Bobos quite useful. So far, so good. Now just gotta quickly test this side. That's not close enough to have tested, I don't think. That is. There we go. Diligence pays off. Well, it could have. Obviously not going to trade a key for either of those. At the very least, in finding us one of our secret rooms there, it has prevented us from having to find that secret room and be disappointed by it after manually spending a bomb on it. It does look like the south of here is another secret room, though. I did not know that was possible, but apparently there's somewhere you can stand there where you'll take no damage. Neat. Cool. I'm actually really glad that that's the mimic, because I was going to have to bomb rocks in order to actually access that. We've got some really, really light requirements of bombs and keys here in the first floors. Very, very appreciative of it. Although, at the same time, we're not really getting that many benefits. Got, what? 2 items outside of base. 4 blessings outside of the base. Well, actually, sorry, 3 blessings outside of the base, right? Because we started with one of the cleaves. Yeah, it could be worse. So now my main consideration is, you know, bombs or keys in here I should probably take. Yeah. You know what, I'll take nitroglycerin. Effectively, I'm just going to use it to try and find secret rooms next floor. Popping extra potions as this character is almost always correct. Well, I say as this character, I'm saying as this familiar, or rather with this familiar. Finally, we have it pay off where we actually spend a lot of our early time throwing away HP, but don't immediately die thereafter. And while rusty, no less. Ooh! That's a stash, definitely. Mysterious box that invites calamity. It's extremely, extremely good when you get it in the early game because, yeah, you're going to pick up 10 curses over the course of a run. Of course you are. Biscuits. Increases experience gain for a small period of time. So effectively, I would want to get biscuits, and then I would immediately want to pop all of my other potions. Okay. I'll leave Absolution in there. Come back for it later. Don't need it right now. Just gonna try and make sure we don't aggro Bobo too early here. There's a chance I do gold duplication in this room. Yeah, you know what? I don't care about saving that bottle, so yeah. Gold duplication happens in this room, and in that happening in this room, it happens right now. Okay. Don't want to pop that final potion there if I can avoid it. Hey. You know what? Could have worked out significantly worse. We got our second level. This is ultimately what I was going for. The peasant now has a chance to find an additional potion in chests, and those potions give you experience, so that's going to actually increase the rate at which we can find ourselves getting to the 3rd level. I also still have the experience, so any new potions are going to be useful. Hey, that one in particular. It looks like a secret room to the north, but I can't necessarily guarantee it. You know what? Secret rooms don't necessarily have to be accessible from all sides, and I know it wasn't going to be accessible from that other one, but it works. Unfortunately, it worked, and it got us something that's completely useless. I don't even think we need any more thorium at this point, because the thorium, the real thorium sinks were the familiars, and we've already got all of those unlocked. What the... Ended up taking 1 hit, but still a pretty good completion of that room, if I could say so myself. I need my damage increased so that my single swing against especially chump enemies like bats is lethal. Because otherwise I do my single swing against them and then they hit me immediately thereafter. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, I do have a fire buff at the moment, so I do kind of want to see the rest of the floor. real quickly here. Oh, well. Here I thought I was going to get a free potion for about a millisecond there. Crit looks good to me. Especially if I end up running into a room and immediately critting everyone. Whew. Sounds perfect. Obviously, we're going to have to run back at least to pick up Absolution, but also... I also might use a bomb in order to just re-roll the potions in that room. Or potion singular, I think it is. Yeah, it is. I will take the key first, though. And the slightly higher amount of health. Impish key bomb is pretty useful. I'll take it. I'm trying not to just buy everything in every shop, but at least while I'm missing HP. Still worthwhile to do. So, not having Sylph and not getting Sylph to level 2, because Sylph level 2? Is it Sylph level 2 or Sylph level 3? Sylph level 3. Sylph level 3 is where any buff... Oh, perfect. Is where any blessing, rather, is duplicated. So when you have that, and your blessing's duplicated, you end up giving yourself less chance to find a secret room. Sorry, secret room. Damn it! I need to focus on this room at the moment, and then I can talk afterwards. Oh my god, what a good room. Okay, yeah, when you gain a curse, but 2 blessings at the same time, you end up lowering your chance to find Shogol at the end of the floor as you use Sylph. So because we don't have Sylph and we have Spirit instead, we might actually get to... What? Really? That's free? Why? Huh. I didn't know she gave out things for free. But because of that, we might actually be able to find some Shogol action. Oh, definitely. That's also 2 more towards Kurtz's stash. I mean, I am considering the possibility of picking up that bomb upgrade. I mean, it will give us a bomb back, so it actually only costs 3 bombs, if you want to think about it like that. Yeah, but does that make it worth it? One thing it does have going for it is the fact that it has a really large explosion area, so I can use it to blow up multiple things at the same time. It's just I don't know whether that's good enough. Bramble Vest returns damage but amplified. I'm not really interested in that. Two triple stacks of bombs as well as an inverter. I mean, like... Alright. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do. We'll also take the potions and Miner's Flask. Feel the effects of a potion for longer. Like, all of those are actually very good for us. Love it. What a great shop. And it even had a transmute machine, which we didn't need to touch. Incredible. Ooh, even an extra potion for me. My. Oh, so good. We're gonna get, like, Spirit leveled up really early here. Which is really, really exciting. Okay, and then that one. Okay. As long as that gets us through here. Stop! Stop! Stop hitting me! Okay, we are now only one, like, No, no, no! I have to keep jumping away from my own bombs. We're now only 1 potion usage away from leveling up. No! My talisman! God damn it! Alright. Whew! It's all gone. Finally. Let's go back for curse removals. One of them is lose more gold on death, and the other one is increases the cost of shop items. So neither of those are actually going to affect our battle with Celt. If we have a battle with Celt, I don't know if we have a battle with Celt right now. So the final level of Spirit is the Spirit will occasionally drop another potion when a potion is drank. Can be incredibly, incredibly useful. Here, just food. Food, now I'll reroll this to see if we get some. Yeah, I don't know what we would have gotten from that would have been incredible, but that'll do. I'm really hoping I don't have a Celt fight. Never mind, that's a Celt fight. Spent too long lingering on the screen, that's a Celt fight. Just because it feels like we have boundless potential right now, but we have exactly that, potential. I don't necessarily fully believe yet. Okay, hang on. I mean, look, if this is how the fight is gonna go, whoa, 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 where did my bomb go? Wait a second, I remapped my bomb, didn't I? The problem is, this fight, I know I can only sustain like 2 hits from the enemy because their damage becomes ridiculous in the higher ascensions. Do. Barely made it in, but it'll do. Halfway through the fight, the cleave has actually been really, really helpful for doing this. Allowing me oftentimes to kill the lava at the same time as hitting Celt. Thankfully, that wasn't a body hit. It was just a clip with one of the... I don't even know what you would call them. What's that bomb? Yeah, there we go. We actually got clipped by the body there, and you can see how much more damage it did. That's because I was trying to focus on killing the lava. Yeah, as soon as you lose control of the lava in the fight, you're suddenly in a real bad position. Thankfully, when Celt does this attack, occasionally they will manage to hit their own. Unfortunately, they didn't do that there. All right. No! Sit! See what I mean? Those body hits are absolutely lethal. Did this have to be the length of the episode back? Celt collided with me and pushed me forwards into another collision and instantly killed me. The most annoying thing about that is with the inverter and the miner's flask and the fact that we almost had Spirit at level 3, that was about to be really awesome. Especially because Kurtz's stash is even there, and the simple chest. Everything could have been incredible, but instead, we effectively just spent 3,000? No, 30,000 to make the next run a little bit poorer. moment, though. My name's been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been... Oh, come on. It was so close to being a run, though. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.